Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to Erica, English Channel. My name is Erica, and I'm truly happy you're here with me today. In this episode, I'll teach you how to talk clearly and confidently about 3 common health problems in English: a cold, a fever, and a headache. You'll learn simple structures, powerful phrases, and everyday examples you can use at the clinic, at the pharmacy, at work, or with family and friends. Stay with me to the end, and you'll feel ready to describe symptoms, ask smart questions, and understand the answers you hear. Let's begin with a calm mindset, because clarity is the first medicine for your English. When you talk about health, you don't need perfect grammar. You need a clear structure and warm, steady tone. Imagine your health message like a short story with 5 parts: when it started, where it hurts, how strong it is, what makes it better or worse, and what you've already tried. This 5-part map keeps your message simple and complete, even when you're tired or stressed. Here's the map in 1 sentence you can memorize. It started on, the pain is in, the strength is, out of 10, it gets worse when, and better when, and I've tried this. Repeat after me slowly. It started on Monday. The pain is in my forehead. It's a 6 out of 10. It gets worse when I look at screens and better when I rest. And I've tried drinking water and taking paracetamol. With this 1 structure, you can describe a cold, a fever, or a headache without fear. Now, let's build your vocabulary toolkit for these 3 problems. A cold often includes a runny nose, a stuffy nose, sneezing, coughing, a sore throat, and congestion. Runny nose means liquid is coming out of your nose, while stuffy nose means it feels blocked and you can't breathe well. A cough can be dry with no mucus or productive with mucus, and both are common with colds. A sore throat is pain or scratchiness in your throat, especially when you swallow. Congestion means your nose and head feel full or blocked, like heavy pressure. For fever, remember numbers and feelings together. Fever is a higher than normal body temperature, and you may also feel chills, sweating, weakness, or aches. You can say, my temperature is 38.5 Celsius, or my temperature is 101.3 Fahrenheit, depending on what your thermometer shows. If you don't have a thermometer, describe how you feel. I feel hot, I'm sweating, and I have chills. For headaches, we have useful types: tension headache, sinus headache, and migraine. A tension headache often feels like a tight band around your head from stress or muscle tension. A sinus headache usually comes with a stuffy nose and pain in your face or forehead, especially when you lean forward. A migraine can include strong pain on one side, nausea, and sensitivity to light and sound. Next, let's practice easy phrases for each problem. For a cold, say, I have a cold with a runny nose, sore throat, and a mild cough. To add detail, say, it started 2 days ago and my energy feels low. To be specific, say, I'm coughing more at night and my throat hurts when I swallow. For fever, say, I have a fever and I feel very tired. If you know the number, say, my temperature is 38.2 Celsius. To check understanding, ask, should I rest and drink more fluids, or do I need a checkup? For headache, say, I have a headache in my temples, about a 6 out of 10. To add triggers, say, it gets worse when I look at screens and better when I close my eyes. To be complete, say, I slept late last night and didn't drink much water today. Now, let's move into real-life situations so you can use your English right away. Situation 1, at the clinic reception. Hello, I'd like to see a doctor if possible. I have a fever and a bad headache that started yesterday. My temperature this morning was 38.6 Celsius. Is there a walk-in appointment, or should I schedule a time later today? If you need my ID or insurance card, I have them here. Situation 2, with the nurse or doctor. It started on Monday evening after I got home from work. The pain is mainly behind my eyes and across my forehead. The strength is 6 out of 10 at rest and 8 out of 10 with bright light. It gets worse when I skip water and better when I lie down in a dark room. I've tried rest, water, and 1 tablet of paracetamol following the label. I don't have allergies that I know of, and I haven't traveled recently. Could you please explain the next steps and what I should watch for? Situation 3. At the pharmacy. Hello, I have a cold with a sore throat and a dry cough. Could you recommend an over-the-counter option that's gentle and helps with throat pain? I'm also looking for nasal saline spray for congestion. Do any of these products make you sleepy, especially during the day? Could you show me the dosage instructions so I follow them correctly? Situation 4. Calling work or school to report sick. Good morning, this is Erica, and I'm calling to report that I'm unwell today. I have a fever and a headache, and I need to rest and recover. I'll send an email summary and be available to check urgent messages later if needed. Thank you for understanding, and I'll update you this evening about tomorrow. Situation 5. Asking a friend or family member for help. Hi, I'm not feeling well and could use a little help today. Would you be able to bring some soup, fruit, and a few packets of oral rehydration salts? I'm mostly resting and drinking water, and I'll leave the door unlocked for a quick drop-off. Thank you for your kindness. I really appreciate you. Now, let's polish your language so you sound clear and confident even on your worst day. Use short, complete sentences that carry one idea at a time. Keep your pace slow and your voice warm because a calm tone helps people help you. If you forget a word, describe it with simple language instead of getting stuck. For example, if you forget congested, say, "My nose feels blocked and heavy." Here are crisp sentence starters you can use immediately. I'm experiencing for general symptoms like I'm experiencing chills and body aches. I've noticed for new changes like I've noticed my appetite is low. It feels like for sensations like it feels like pressure behind my eyes. It started when for timing like it started when I came back from the market. It gets better when for relief like it gets better when I drink warm tea. Let's build microscripts for each problem so you can copy, practice, and personalize. Cold microscript. Hello, I think I have a cold with a runny nose and sore throat that started 2 days ago. My cough is dry at night and my voice feels a little hoarse. I'm drinking warm tea with honey and using saline spray. Could you recommend something gentle for throat pain and night cough? Are there any side effects I should be aware of with this product? Fever microscript. Hi, I have a fever and feel weak and sweaty, and my temperature is 38.4 Celsius. I'm resting and drinking water, and I've taken medicine according to the label. Could you advise me on signs that mean I should seek urgent care? I'd also like to know how long a typical fever from a cold or flu might last. Headache microscript. Hello, I have a headache that started this morning in my temples, around 6 out of 10. It gets worse with screen light and improves with rest and water. I haven't had nausea, but I feel sensitive to bright light. What home measures would you recommend, and when should I follow up? Now let's practice specific vocabulary with gentle explanations you can remember. Chills are the cold, shivery feeling that often comes with fever. Body aches are the general muscle pains you feel during a cold or flu. Dehydration means your body doesn't have enough fluids, which can make a headache worse. Hydration is the process of drinking enough water or oral rehydration solutions to support your body. Restorative sleep is sleep that helps your body heal, usually in a quiet, dark room. Because numbers matter with fever, let's rehearse them clearly. Say your temperature slowly and repeat it once so the listener can write it down. 38.6 Celsius. Let me repeat, 38.6 Celsius. If you only know Fahrenheit, do the same pattern. 101.5 Fahrenheit. Repeating, 101.5 Fahrenheit. Now let's talk about helpful self-care language you can safely use in conversation. I'm resting, drinking water, eating simple foods, and keeping the room comfortable. I'm avoiding very cold air and smoking because they irritate my throat and nose. I'm using a warm shower or steam to help my sinuses feel less blocked. I'm following the instructions on the label when I take any medicine. I'll seek professional advice if my symptoms get worse or don't improve. When you speak with a professional, it helps to summarize at the end. Try this. To summarize, I've had a fever since yesterday, my headache is 6 out of 10, I'm drinking water and resting, and I'd like to know the next steps. This short summary shows respect for their time and makes your plan clear. Let's prepare for common questions you might hear so you're not surprised. You might hear, when did it start and what's your temperature now? Answer with the map. It started last night around 8 and my temperature is 38.3 Celsius. You might hear, do you have any allergies or chronic conditions? Answer simply, I don't have allergies that I know of and I'm generally healthy. You might hear, what have you taken so far? Answer clearly, I took 1 tablet following the label and drank 2 large glasses of water. Because headaches are common and scary, let's give you language that reduces fear and increases clarity. Describe the location. The pain is behind my eyes and across my forehead. Describe the feeling. It feels like pressure and tightness rather than stabbing pain. Describe the triggers. It gets worse in bright light and after long screen time. Describe relief. It gets better when I rest in a dark room and drink water. Describe the pattern. It started this morning and has been steady for 4 hours. Now let's handle red flag language that tells you to seek urgent help. If your fever is very high, lasts several days, or you feel confused or faint, you should seek professional care quickly. If a headache is sudden and the worst you've ever felt, or comes with weakness, slurred speech, or vision changes, treat it as urgent. If you have stiff neck, rash, chest pain, trouble breathing, or severe dehydration, don't wait. Use clear language like, I'm experiencing urgent symptoms and need help now. For daily life, we also need polite ways to decline plans when we're unwell. Try this. I'm not feeling well today, so I need to rest, but I hope to join next time. Or this. I have a fever and don't want to put anyone at risk, so I'll stay home. You protect yourself and your community with simple, respectful words. Let's add listening strategies so you understand instructions the first time. Ask for repetition with kindness. Could you repeat the dosage instructions slowly, please? Ask for chunking. Could you give that in 3 steps so I can write it down? Confirm at the end. So I take this after food, 2 times a day, and rest? Did I get that right? Now, a short story to connect everything in a real-life flow you can copy. I wake up with a heavy head and a scratchy throat, and I feel unusually tired. I check my temperature, and it shows 38.1 Celsius, which explains the chills. I drink warm water with a little honey, and I open the window for fresh air. I plan my message using the map so my words are calm and clear. I call work and say, "Good morning, this is Erica. I have a fever and a headache, and I need to rest today." I promise to send a short email and check urgent messages later if needed. Then I call the clinic and say, "Hello, I'd like some advice for fever and a headache that started this morning." I give the nurse my temperature, how long it's lasted, and what I've tried. I ask about warning signs, and I write the answers step by step. I rest in a dark, quiet room, drink water, and keep my phone on low volume. I send a message to a friend asking for soup and fruit, and I say thank you in advance. In the evening, I feel a little better and take a warm shower for my sinuses. I prepare a short summary for tomorrow in case I still feel unwell. I sleep early with my phone on silent and my water bottle next to the bed. To help you practice, let's do repeat after me drills you can say out loud. I have a cold with a runny nose and a sore throat. My temperature is 38.2 Celsius. My headache is 6 out of 10 and worse with bright light. It started last evening and I've tried rest and water. Could you recommend something gentle for throat pain? Could you repeat the instructions slowly, please? To summarize, I'll rest, drink fluids, and follow up if it doesn't improve. Because numbers can be stressful, practice them calmly with me now. 37.9, 38.4, 39.0, 100.2, 101.3, 102.2, 2 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Once a day, twice a day, every 8 hours. Now, let's add gentle lifestyle language that supports recovery without sounding strict. I'm choosing warm soups, fruits, and simple foods today. I'm drinking water regularly and taking small sips often. I'm resting my eyes and limiting screen time to reduce strain. I'm keeping the room aired and the lights soft for comfort. I'm listening to my body and giving it time to heal. Sometimes you need to ask for a note or a letter for work or school. Could I have a medical note for my employer with the dates I should rest? Or would you be able to write a short letter confirming I was unwell today? These simple questions are professional and easy to understand. Let's prepare for telehealth or a phone consultation, which is common and convenient. Start with identity and purpose. Hello, this is Erica calling about a fever and headache that started today. Move to the map. It began this morning, the pain is behind my eyes, 6 out of 10, worse with bright light, and I've taken medicine according to the label. Ask for the plan. Could you outline the next steps and what I should monitor? Confirm the summary. So I will rest, hydrate, and follow the instructions, and I'll contact you if it gets worse. Because kindness heals, let's build language to thank people who help you. Thank you for taking the time to explain everything so clearly. I appreciate your patience while I wrote those steps down. Your help made a big difference to my day, and I'm grateful. Now I'll give you 3 complete templates you can save to your phone. Template 1, Message to a Clinic. Hello, my name is Erica, and I'm experiencing a fever and headache that started this morning. My temperature is 38.3 Celsius, and the headache is 6 out of 10. I've been resting, hydrating, and following the label on any medicine. Could you advise me on next steps and any warning signs to watch for? Template 2, Email to work. Subject, Sick Day, Erica. Hello, I have a fever and a headache today and need to rest. I'll check urgent messages later if needed and will update you this evening. Thank you for understanding and support. Template 3, Pharmacy Request. Hello, I think I have a cold with a sore throat and congestion. I'm looking for a gentle option for throat pain and a saline spray for my nose. Could you explain the dosage and if it causes drowsiness? To strengthen your memory, let's review the most useful verbs for health talk. Experience, as in, I'm experiencing chills, which sounds calm and factual. Develop, as in, I developed a fever last night, which shows timing. Relieve, as in, warm tea relieves my sore throat, which shows improvement. Monitor, as in, I'm monitoring my temperature every few hours. Professional. Persist, as in, the headache persists despite rest, which signals follow-up. And here are the adjectives that make your descriptions vivid but simple. Mild, moderate, and severe give clear strength levels without numbers. Constant, intermittent, and sudden describe patterns over time. Throbbing, pressure-like, and sharp describe the feeling of pain. Light-sensitive and noise-sensitive explain triggers for headaches. Now, a final rehearsal that connects everything in a gentle, confident flow. Hello, my name is Erica, and I'm feeling unwell today. I have a fever and a headache that started this morning. My temperature is 38.2 Celsius, and the pain is 6 out of 10. It gets worse with bright light and better when I rest and drink water. I've taken medicine according to the label, and I'm keeping notes. Could you please guide me on the next steps and what to watch for? To summarize, I'll rest, stay hydrated, and follow up if it doesn't improve. Before we close, I want to encourage your heart as much as your language. When you're sick, your English might feel slower, and that is completely normal. Your goal is not perfect speech. Your goal is safe, clear communication that helps you heal. Breathe, speak slowly, and use the 5-part map, and you will do wonderfully. Thank you for spending this time with me and caring for your health and your English. This is Erica from Erica English Channel, wishing you calm, comfort, and quick recovery. Drink water, rest your eyes, and be gentle with yourself today. I'm proud of your progress, and I believe in your voice. Take care, and goodbye for now.